Welcome and thank you for stopping by the channel. Fellow fans of Clash of Clans, it is your favorite series and mine, No Cash Clash, episode number 243. And today we are going to take a closer look at breaking down the sneaky goblin strategy for everybody Town Halls 11 and above, and show you that even if it's small, you can still do a lot with it. I'm talking about your army. Get ready, as we're going to get a couple of upgrades going, and then we are going to go right to the action with a couple of amazing raids, and we'll talk specifically about bases and how we maximize loot with a small army. And speaking of small things, it is a very small thing for you to do, but it's a big thing for me, and that is subscribing to the channel, leaving a like, maybe even a comment. All of these actions, along with using code Galadon, keep the channel bringing you daily Clash content. I love you guys for it. We are in our 9th year of content creation, and no signs of stopping anytime soon. So thank you guys again for using creator codes for both Galadon and anybody else out there hardworking to make you that content. Okay, so now specifically what we want to be doing with these sneaky goblins is dropping 1 per outside collector and 2 per outside storage. That's the easiest way to start. Now, just spamming them around like you did Barch, not a good idea. Just dropping 1 at a time all the way around, also not a good idea either, because you could run into time issues. And the last thing you want to do is have the clock run out on you while you've got millions or at least hundreds of thousands of gold and elixir still out there on the battlefield. So obviously you're also looking for the closest place to deploy your sneaky goblins next to those storages, those elixir collectors, even the town hall and the clan castle. And the easiest way to do that is to watch for that red line that appears when you're deploying troops. Even try dropping them closer than you think you can go, and you'll see that red line appear occasionally. Because of a flaw in a base design, you'll see a spot where you can get a little bit closer to a wall or one of those loot-bearing buildings. Use those little gaps to drop in your sneaky goblins even more closely to the walls and the storages. Notice the dark elixir storage right here. We still need to get to that. We only have 1 wall breaker left, and we have 2 enclosures we need to get into. Don't mind the invisible archer queen taking out the clan castle in the core right here. She's finally going to get it down, and that leaves us with only 2 loot-bearing buildings left in this base, and yes, only 1 wall breaker. So we send the wall breaker in over here, gonna go after the gold storage with a couple of hastened sneaky goblins. Make sure that you drop the haste far enough out that the moment you drop the sneaky goblin, it's already in the range of the haste spell. And then here, watch the red line. See the red lines right there? No, there's a gap, just like I was talking about. That's where we are going to exploit the gap, drop in the haste, gonna hasten the sneaky goblins, and then rage them through the wall. They will buzz through a wall, even without invis. Boom, there they go. And then off to the elixir collector. Well-placed giant bomb, gonna cost us a little bit, but we still get the job done. And notice, small army, 37 leftover sneaky goblins. We only used speed limit sneaky goblins right there and wiped it out. Okay, that's like an 80s joke, but okay. This is the tail end of another raid, and you'll notice we've run into a similar problem. A couple of buildings left, only 1 wall breaker, and notice how deep that wall is. We haven't brought a jump spell either. I think maybe it wasn't trained, so not a problem, because we've got the haste. We've got the goblins dropping into the haste. Gonna chain the haste this time, even though they go outside of it. And the invis is going to help keep them protected while they barrel through that wall. Even without rage, they're able to get through, get to the... Okay, hold on. A couple more goblins here, and they will get the job done. Once again, I've got 28 left over. They roll in and kind of overkill things, but there it is. A perfect raid, 3-starring the loot, gold elixir and dark elixir, and we even grabbed the maxed out league bonus. So, okay, it's easy. You just need a little bit of practice, and just remember that you don't need to spam those sneaky goblins everywhere. I feel that 6 super wall breakers and 1 jump spell is more than enough to get any base wiped out. You can adjust it if you like, depending upon your own style, but for me, that's worked out flawlessly over the past, I don't know, what, year or so that we've been doing this? Okay, back to the home village, where, what do we have going on? Well, we haven't had a lot of builders free lately, and that's why maybe you're not seeing quite as many of the No Cash Clash episodes, because the upgrades take like 2 weeks. Speaking of 2-week upgrades, we've got an archer tower that went to level 18. We picked up clan games rewards, and yes, we were very thankful for clan games rewards converting to gems for the most part. I'll tell you right now, shovels and Builder Hall gold runes, not even going to consider using those things. We are going to take the gems, and there is 210, wait a minute, 260, because we'll sell that rune of Builder Hall gold, 260 gems for clan games. Not bad. I mean, that's a pretty good number. And, you know, come to think of it, as long as we're here, yes. Now, on my main account, this pains me to watch, selling the shovels for only 50 gems each, but that's another 250 gems that we just picked up, and if you are a free-to-play player, that just feels really, really good. We are up over 3,000 gems once again in No Cash Clash. With one builder free and an abundance of both Dark Elixir and gold, we're going to go ahead and put the king down, book the king all the way to the magic number. Then we will get a couple of wall upgrades done before moving on to using that last builder. So a couple with elixir, a couple with gold, taking us down to just the right number of gold pieces remaining so that we can go ahead and do the last wizard tower to level 12. 16 ridiculous days for that upgrade. It feels bad to be free to play and to watch 2.5 weeks waiting on a builder. Okay, let's move on to one more raid, and here's an example of a short army. We had only trained a few super wall breakers. We were about 20 sneaky goblins short of a full army. Earlier, we weren't using the whole army. Now we don't even have a whole army. So we want to be extra careful about where we're dropping these things. And again, 1 per collector, 2 per storage around the outside. As you get deeper, sometimes you're going to need a little bit more, but you don't want to start spamming them. Wait and see how they do before you drop more so that you're not dropping a bunch and then you're short. Here we only have 32 left. We want to make sure we get to the core, so we're looking for the closest path. Again, watching those red lines. The super wall breaker gets 1 layer, then the jump spell is going to get layers 2 and 3. There they go, all the way to the core, instantaneously, almost, wiping out the town hall. They go over, take out the clan castle, and one more group headed straight for that dark elixir with a beautiful invisibility spell. They are going to get it down, and that is another 3-star of the loot with only 29% damage, so we sacrificed the league bonus this time. But again, it was a short army. We're actually left over with all of the heroes, the siege machine, some spells, and some more sneaky goblins for the next raid. Let's move on to the status report for No Cash Clash of Clans, where yes, we are way back up in champion. That feels good. And what feels even better? Well, gems. 3,000 of them. Love it. The Barbarian King got his level going. We need to get him to max to level 75 as soon as possible. You guys need to stop by a live stream and check out all of the cool Clash swag that I have. And defensive upgrades, guess what? 37, which is the same as Gold Pass Clash. Oh my goodness, it's a tie. Galafam, stay tuned. Thank you for watching all the way to the end of the episode. You are the true hashtag Galafam. Now get out there and make the best of the rest of your day, week, month, and year. We kind of the people on the supplies. See you back here. Get some more for more full attacks. Galadon, be careful. A man of your advanced years should not be straining himself. Have a seat.